first road stage of the Giro d'Italia started in Teramo. The Giro d'Italia returning after a few years to the city in northern Abruzzo before heading south towards San Salvo Marina for the stage 2. It looked like it was going to be a day with Remco Evenepoel conserving his pink jersey and the sprinters such as Fernando Gaviria fighting it out for a win. Caden Groves was there to try and challenge in those sprints as well. Mark Cavendish, a 16-time stage winner and a former winner in Teramo, setting off from the town in which he won a stage in 2011. Geraint Thomas, Remco Evenepoel and the rest were all ready for a 202-kilometre journey heading towards San Salvo Marina. A one-star stage, one of the easiest stages, on paper at least, with a couple of fourth category climbs, 2 intermediate sprints, a brief trip inland, and 1,800 metres of climbing over the course of the day. Stage 2 on paper then, one for the sprinters. An easy break went with the first few pedal strokes. 4 riders to go away. 1 tried to join and managed to get across. That made it 5, with the second youngest rider in the race, Alessandro Verre, trying to get ahead and trying to pick up King of the Mountain points a day before a trip into his home Basilicata region. Trek Segafredo, Alpecin de Koning, DSM and Movistar were the teams to do most of the chasing. And up the road, most of the attacking was done by Paul Lapeyra, a young French rider from Normandy, 22 years of age on Giro debut and taking the King of the Mountains jersey. A big effort on that first climb to Silvi Paese meant that Alessandro Verre was sent back to the peloton. At the intermediate sprints, it would be Gandin, a rider racing for Corotec Selle Italia, who'd take both of them. Gaviria would be the best of the main bunch behind on the Maglia Ciclamino points. When it came to the sprint in Chieti, there'd be a real fight for the points. But it was at the second King of the Mountains that Paul Lapeyra confirmed his King of the Mountains jersey. The Maglia Azzurra on his first ever Grand Tour road stage. He was brought back with 50 k's to go. The rest of the breakaway caught with 38 kilometres remaining, and then the nerves, the tension, the aggression started to rise. Narrowing roads were always going to present problems, and they did, with 3.7 kilometres remaining. Just 700 metres from the safety of the 3-kilometre passage, and the same time taken. This meant that GC riders, or some at least caught behind, were going to lose time. For the rest out the front, avoiding things, including Evenepoel and Roglic, Geraint Thomas there as well, they were brought home by the sprinters. Mark Cavendish missing out after being caught up in the crash, and when the sprinters who were left had a go, it would be Groves who'd be led out by Sinkeldam. Gaviria going on his own. Arne Marit was there, as was Pascal Ackermann, but coming stronger through the centre, just ahead of David Dekker, would be Jonathan Milan. Grand Tour debut, first road stage, and a Giro d'Italia stage, won by an enthusiastic, proud and delighted Italian. A star on the track and Olympic champion, now a well-known man on the road. Jonathan Milan with a power sprint in San Salvo Marina, taking the first road stage and the first sprint of this Giro d'Italia. Bahrain victorious, his first victory since he took one in the month of February. And look at what it meant to him. Milan, Dekker, Groves, with Marit and Meyerhofer in the top 5. Ackermann, Gaviria, Bonifacio, Stewart and Matthews rounding out the top 10 on a crash-affected stage 2. Evenepoel remained in the pink jersey. His lead very much the same, 22 seconds, heading over the second-place rider who remained Filippo Ganna. Ganna there at 22, Almeida at 29, Gegenhardt losing time, dropping from 4th to 8th, McNulty and Vine also dropping a place each, as Vlasov moved up into 7th place. Lapeyra, the new King of the Mountains, heading into stage 3. Ajay Désert having won the jersey a couple of years ago. And going now into stage 3, could well be a sprint again, but a harder day in question. A 3-star stage heading down from Abruzzo into Puglia and then to Basilicata. The first intermediate sprint of the day coming at Foggia, then 2 categorised climbs. Bonus sprint towards the end with seconds on offer in the general classification as well. And then the possible sprint finish after a long day. 213 kilometres in the saddle between Vasto and Melfi. As always, you can catch every stage of the Giro d'Italia across the WDB Sports platforms on Eurosport, Discovery Plus and GCN Plus.